welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am here with an unboxing of two PaintGem kits. One of them, the Crafts Edition, is brand new, just came out last week, and I believe the Floral Edition 2.0 is a relatively new release. I am not sure how recently though. But anyway, these PaintGem sets, if you've been around my channel for any length of time, you've probably seen me do an unboxing of some of their sets. They are huge favorites of mine. They're so collectible and so fun, very beginner friendly, so great for introducing friends to diamond painting because it's a small scale project, but it's really cute and like frameable and displayable and everything. It's also relatively budget friendly, and they have a really nice variety of different styles. I believe that the Crafts Edition, this is set number 51. So there's over 50 different themes that are available, and it just, it's a really fun diamond painting product that's out there. So if you're interested to see, I have unboxed dozens of different themes here on my channel, so those will all be linked below in the description box if there's a specific one you're looking to see. But for today, like I said, we have some new releases. That being said, I really want to start with the Crafts Edition because, hello, crafts, diamond painting, it feels like it's just perfect. And I want to take you on a little tour of some of the features of the packaging and whatnot that I'm not going to go as in-depth with on the Floral Edition 2.0 one. But I think it's still fun to kind of go through it. So each of the PaintGem sets comes in this really just kind of basic, clean white box. And then it'll have a sleeve on the front that tells you what the theme is. And you'll see some of the images kind of on the sleeve here. If you flip it over, you're going to see thumbnails of the different designs that are in the kit. Sometimes it'll have specific names, and sometimes in this case, it's just, says design 1, design 2, and so on and so forth. It looks like this set has 12 in total. The floral set has 16. So the number of designs is going to vary, but I feel like this one where we have these kind of bigger and more complex designs compared to the slightly simpler floral designs, I feel like it roughly ends up being sort of around the same amount of drills and therefore like diamond painting time that you're spending. But I haven't sat down and done the math. Anyway, once you slide this sleeve off, which I always try to do without ripping the sleeve, it's a little bit tricky. Let me try from the side. Kind of got to get it over the little lips. And then the box, like I said, it's very clean and basic, but I kind of love the presentation overall. It's very white, black, almost reminds me of the logo of the big company with the fruit. Even the inside of the box has some fun branding and helpful information. So relax through creativity. We have our drills, which we'll look at more closely in just a little bit. We have our toolkit. We have a sticker sheet with some sticker labels. We'll go through these in a little more detail in just a bit. And then this has the actual little diamond paintings in it. And if you scan that, you can get a video tutorial that they've put together. I also have a video on diamond painting for beginners. If you would like to take a look, that'll be linked below. So first, let's take a look at the toolkit. Now, I will admit that if I am taking one of these sets with me to travel or something like that, which it is very travel friendly, I've done it on an airplane before. I actually converted a flight attendant and a fellow passenger to diamond painting because of it. I will go ahead and swap out some of these tool upgrades. It fits in the box really easily. But that being said, I have also challenged myself to complete a PaintGem set with just these tools included. It is doable. You are going to get a basic pen and squishy. Nothing wrong with these. You will get some multi-placers. These are the ones that are a little bit wider and have thicker walls. I prefer thin multi-placers, so that's something I'll swap out. We do get some wax, just one little pink heart and a caddy. No problems with this. I like this pink wax a lot. It's solid. And you get a basic white tray. No real complaints here, but I do like a slightly bigger tray with taller walls, but this is serviceable. These are the things that I like the least. They're just basic plastic tweezers, which I don't find to be nearly as effective as metal tweezers. They will get the job done. They're just not a favorite. I know it sounds like I'm really just kind of slamming on PaintGem's tool sets. That's me being really picky. But it's, compared to other basic toolkits, it's really similar. So it does come in this nice bag too, which no complaints there. And then, like I said, you're gonna get this sticker sheet. I like to use this as kind of a walking legend where I'll leave the stickers on here and just have this next to me next to the canvas that I'm working on. And I will just look at the symbol on the canvas and then refer directly to this and then go find the drill color I'm looking for according to the code that's on here that matches with this. So we'll get more into that in just just a little bit, but these are pre-cut sticker labels. If you do want to peel these off and put them on the drill baggies, or if you're kitting up into some kind of storage container, you absolutely can do so. They do put these in kind of like a rainbow order as opposed to any kind of DMC order. When I say DMC order, that means so these numbers you see on the right-hand side, this is the DMC color code. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. It comes from the DMC brand of floss-y and cross-stitch, incidentally, where most of the artwork in this set in particular is floss-related or cross-stitch related. But yeah, so that's what that number is on the right-hand side. But the order they are on here is more color order than, DMC order. Not a big deal, just an observation. Everything as far as canvases goes and some helpful little tips and whatnot are going to be inside here. So as you open each of these sides, you're going to see that there are things like tips and tricks. We have a QR code you can scan to chat with their team. We have some instructions written out for you on the left and right hand sides. And then in here it tells you what has been included. So handy that is all right there, especially for a beginner. And then we have our little canvases. So each of these canvases features these little miniature diamond painting designs. There's only glue on the areas that you're gonna see the symbols. So this is a clear plastic cover. You peel it back and you can see that kind of sticky poured glue. And then the symbols that we have on here, it's a mix of alphanumeric and some other symbols too. And they're printed pretty clearly. And these sets are going to have square-shaped diamonds. They haven't, to my knowledge, released any that have any round diamonds. But I usually don't have too much trouble with the quality of their squares. So this can be a nice introduction to squares too. The number that's down here, I don't think corresponds. Yeah, it doesn't even correspond with the design number. I think it's just sort of you can count how many designs there are. What is that, by the way? Oh, is it like a dress form? I think it is. I think. Or like yeah, I think. So all these, like I said, seem to be more sewing related specifically. I kind of think that might have been a better name for this set. When I saw crafts, I was like, oh, are they gonna have something diamond painting? This is adorable. The cat with the balls of yarn. But no, these all seem to be cross-stitch, but they're really pretty. I still love them. They're very colorful as well. Now, these are licensed. They're created, from how I understand it, they're created in-house by the artist Julia Grishko. And you can see like on her Instagram profile where she's done some of these works. So you can, know that these are, again, as far as I know, totally above board. Lots of fun sets. They vary in like size and complexity. Like this one's, got a little more to it than this one. They're really fun. Let me make space because I want to be able to have them all on frame at once for you. My table does not want to cooperate. That's okay. And we have 12 designs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. So we should have 3 more left. Yeah, oh, that's adorable. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I maybe would have called this one like specifically like a cross-stitch set, but crafts is fine too. So here's all 12 designs. I think they're really, really cute. What I'm loving the most about them is just how colorful they are. It just seems like this kind of color scheme, especially if you like rainbowy kind of vibes, it seems like this is going to be really enjoyable to work on. And it's really cute because I know that there is a lot of crossover between diamond painters and cross stitch in particular, because they're so incredibly similar in concept that I know for many of you that are multi-craftual, you'll be all about this because you're like, yeah, no, I cross stitch. And so I get to work on, diamond paintings that honor my other craft. And even if you don't, it's still just a really unique and fun little set to get to work on. So this is the craft set. Oh, let me show you the drills. I can't forget that. I'm so sorry. We have our drills here and they come in this bag. They tell you what set these go with, just in case they get separated from the canvases. And adding to how portable these sets are, these do come in resealable bags, which is so incredibly convenient. So what happens is that we have, so the number 5, let me explain. It took me a little bit to figure this out. So number 5, that first number you see, is what the number would be if you went through from, starting at the top left and went down and numbered each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 5 in the list, like kind of the legend list. Then 605 is what we have here. That's the DMC code. And then 4.2 is going to be the weight. Like I said, PaintGem just has square shape drills, and I generally have not had an issue. I feel like there's been maybe a couple of colors here and there that may have given me some trouble, but I've never run out of a color. One of the things I have run into, and I'll mention this to you guys, this seems to happen often, I feel like, when things come in Ziploc bags like this or resealable bags for some reason. I don't know if it's like the plastic and then the material of the drills, but I do find myself sometimes with these running into static, and static can be really frustrating and annoying. You can see just a little, actually it's not that bad, but a little bit of static. How I like to combat it, the thing that seems to work best for me is cutting up a dryer sheet into small squares and tucking those dryer sheet squares into these bags and just letting them live there while they're in here. And that seems to, you know, help take care of the static and kind of be an ongoing thing that helps. And there's other alternative ways that you can try to deal with static. Some people will dip a Q-tip in rubbing alcohol, or you can try opening up the bags and kind of lightly breathing into them with the kind of humid breath, like if you're trying to fog up a mirror or a window, and adding that humidity can kind of negate the static too. Look at all those neutrals. It is kind of fun to have them in rainbow order. I think that there was some 310. Yeah, it was at the very end. Let's take a quick look at the 310, because that usually can be one of the, not always, but that can be the most problem-prone color when it comes to squares. But just looking at them in the bag, I see a couple little pieces of trash. I'm not seeing like any tabs or anything. So, oh, there's a couple. Yeah, there's a rough drill there. But a little bit of trash I feel like is relatively normal. I just am hoping that I'm going to have enough diamonds to complete the canvas, and ideally it's not overrun with trash, you know? So those drills look good. I don't see any major red flags standing out to me. So those are the colors for the Crafts PaintGem set. This looks super cute. And again, while I'm not personally, like, I dabbled in cross stitch a little bit when I was in like middle school and high school, and I haven't really done it at all like as an adult, but I still think this set is really, really adorable. I love all the colors, and I wonder if this will be one that my mom might even enjoy working on, because she used to cross stitch a ton, and now she's a diamond painter. So this would probably be the perfect kind of set for her. But anyway, let me just go ahead, let me pack this up, and then we're going to take a look together at the floral edition. And while I'm doing that, I just want to mention here, I'll mention it again at the end, because I don't know, for those that may have skipped ahead, I am an affiliate for PaintGem. I did, however, purchase these sets myself. The vast majority of what I have shown on my channel from PaintGem are sets that I have purchased myself. However, they have, you know, every once in a while sent me things to share, like for PR. So that, you know, affiliate relationship is there. I do have a discount code you're welcome to use that will save you 10% off of your PaintGem purchase. It is just washi, like washi tape, so W-A-S-H-I, then the number 10, so W-A-S-H-I 10. That will save you 10% on your PaintGem purchase. I think it may be just one-time use. I'm not 100% sure. It's changed a couple of times, but I may make a small commission if you choose to use that. So please don't feel obligated. You will see other PaintGem codes discount codes out there, including sometimes on their website. But if you do, thank you so much. It goes right back into my channel, letting me get more PaintGem sets to show to you to decide if you want to do some shopping. So anyway, let's get into the floral edition. And this one, like the last set, has a themed sleeve on the front where you can see some of the designs, and then on the back it has little thumbnails of each of these cute little designs. So they have some other floral editions. This is the one that, this is 2.0, and it looks like this features flowers specifically in these little vases, which I think is really cute. And this, I feel like, especially like lends itself to displaying. There's something about florals and plants. They have like a houseplants edition that's really pretty. That just, it works for me in my brain and my aesthetic for imagining displaying it in a cute little like corner display with maybe some actual live plants too. But we have our colors here. We'll take a look at those a little bit more closely in a bit. We have the same toolkit here. I'm not going to go through this one again because we just went through it with the last one, but basic, but totally works. And this set, it looks like, does have a lot fewer colors than the craft set did. We just have kind of the 2.5 columns here. But this is still a set of pre-cut sticker labels. It tells you what edition is here at the bottom. This is set number 49. So this was a recent release. Okay. But this is also in rainbow order, but there's not as many colors, like I said, but I think it's still going to be really pretty and colorful, just basing, you know, what I'm seeing from the thumbnails and little images on the sleeve. So let's take a look at the canvases though. Same features as far as some tips and tricks and whatnot written on the sleeves that are really handy. And then we have our canvases. There's your what's included. And here we have these. So, you know, I don't know. I am not a flower expert by any stretch of the imagination, so I am not going to try to guess what these different flowers are. But if you happen to hop into the comments to share what your favorite flowers of this set are, you can go ahead and name them, and I'll take your word for it. So these, you'll see that there are definitely parts in between the symbols that don't have any glue. It's a lot of really like intricate detail, but I like that they're willing to do these as what we call kind of partial style, where they're not trying to fill in all the background with diamonds necessarily. They're just letting these sit on a blank background. That's really pretty. I like all the different color vases. I bet we're gonna have obviously several shades of green in our colors. If you're looking for ideas, by the way, I was talking about how this set I feel like lends itself to displaying. I have done a video where I demoed some different ways that I have tried displaying and or storing my PaintGem mini sets. That includes things like you can get a really inexpensive 4x6 inch white frame. That's kind of my preference, or any color frame from IKEA or Amazon. And these are really easy to switch in and out seasonally or just like as your mood strikes. So I've done that. I've also done a photo album. And you could even get, oh, so those are sunflowers. I know that. That's really pretty. I like those. Or you could, yeah, get like a photo album and even have like little different mini photo albums for different sets if you wanted. That could be really fun. I'm running out of space because I didn't do the math right. Oh, that's really pretty too. Okay, so yeah, didn't totally all fit in frame, but this is absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'll have the video linked below where I demoed some different ways to display these, but you can do it in a really cost-effective way, and I think that it looks so nice, and it doesn't take much to make it look nice. I didn't do this with the last set, but I want to go ahead and measure one of these for you just to kind of demo. These have, so first though, they have really kind of rough cut edges. So if you wanted to get a specific size, you know, smaller frame or photo album, I have literally just taken scissors or like a straight edge kind of paper cutter and just sliced a little bit off if needed. And it still, in my opinion, looks really good in a frame or even in a photo album. But yeah, so we're at, this is actually, I think I said 4x6. I should have probably said maybe 5x7 because this is 4 and like 3/4 inches, and in centimeters, that's 12 centimeters exactly. In centimeters height-wise, we're at 17 exactly, or in inches, we're at about 6 3/4 inches. So if you're going to do a 4x6 frame or photo album, you'd have to cut the edges down, or you could do 5x7 and it just wouldn't fit perfectly. I'm guessing they did centimeters just because that's sort of what is more universal when it comes to diamond painting, and I mean like the world in general. But yeah, I have done these, like I said, in photo albums and photo frames before, and you'll find that video linked below if you want to see that demoed for you and some exact links. So tons of helpful video links below. This set, having 16 of them, it definitely feels like in a way you are getting kind of more of a diamond painting experience with these, but I think generally is maybe just a little bit fewer drills like per painting, because when I look at the amount of drills that were included, this does not look like a significantly larger amount of drills than the crafts edition was. So I think that actually kind of makes sense value and cost wise, and I appreciate that they do that. These are gonna have the same features as the other drills, where you're gonna see, I don't know why number 13 is like out of order here. I don't know, but you're gonna get these bags that have, again, the number 13 would be if you were to label this starting at the top left and go on down. this would be number 13. And then 704 is the DMC code, 12.5 is the weight. And I definitely see some static in here, so I'm gonna get my dryer sheets ready to go before I try to work on this set for sure. Now, one thing that I have noticed is, at least from what I have seen and what I have unboxed and worked on, I have not really seen PaintGem including any special drills with their sets yet. That's something I would be interested in seeing. However, I understand that the way that they do these sets is designed to be, I think, a nice mix of value and a nice, presentation and nice quality without spending a lot of extra time and whatnot on things that would drive up the cost. So I don't know if adding any bees would drive up the cost. If that's the case, I'm okay with them leaving it out because I don't want the price point to go up on these. Same with, I've seen some people say that they aren't a huge fan of necessarily kind of the rough cut edges. There's not really any finishing to them. But again, that's something that I just wonder if they tried to add in, if that would make the costs go up, and that's not something I'm interested in. You can completely disagree with me. I totally understand some of you might be like, yeah, no, I'd much rather pay a little bit more to get a different kind of finished edge to these. But I just think the simplicity of them and whatnot lends itself to just being put into a frame or put into a photo album in a way that still looks, in my opinion, very just nice, simple, and clean, and not like cheap, in my opinion. I like the value that is with these for the price point and what you're getting. So that's why I'm hesitant whenever I'm like, these are things that I wish they would change. I'm like, but not if the price would go up. So overall, I feel like these PaintGem sets really just, they offer a really nice combination of features and quality that make them really beginner friendly, they're very giftable. I think they're very, very giftable, just the way that they look. They've got it's very all-inclusive. Even the instructions are included. It's making it very easy so that if you're giving this to someone as a gift, they can immediately just open it up, read what's in here, and they can start working on the paintings without having to go look up a YouTube video or, ride the struggle bus to try to figure it out. It's all included, and it's also nice for those of us that even if we're not beginners if you aren't a traveler, it's like, well, maybe I just really want a break or something different when I'm working on otherwise a really large diamond painting. These are so nice to break out, or just have one like going and you're like, okay, I need a break from this giant kit that I'm working on, or one with this really different color palette. Pull out one of these, work on one or two of them for an hour or two, and then maybe you'll feel refreshed and ready to go back to your bigger project. So you guys, this was the Crafts and Floral Edition 2.0 kits, and like I said, I do have a 10% discount code you're welcome to use. It's WASHI, WASHI, and then 10, the number 10, that gets you 10% off. Like I said, I'm an affiliate and I may make a small commission if you use that, and I have a link in my description that if you click through that link, I may also make a small commission. And there's no obligation though. There's, like I said, other discount codes out there. I would just suggest not paying full price. The way that I like to do it when it comes to PaintGem is they do have a free shipping threshold, at least in the US. And so I like to buy mine in sets of 2, because when I buy 2, it gets me over the free shipping threshold even after I use a discount code. So absolutely, I'm not telling you to spend outside your means or spend when you're not like seeing something you love, but that's just kind of my approach to it. Suggestion I would have if you're like me and you're just like, I don't want to pay for shipping at all if I can help it. Now, PaintGem is regularly releasing new editions, new variations. They have a Facebook group that is relatively active, and I'm signed up for their emails, which is another way that I can stay up to date with when they're coming out with these new editions. I checked just before filming this video, and both of these themes are still available. If they have sold out by the time you go to look though, PaintGem does do restocks. To my knowledge, I don't know if they've discontinued any of these themed sets before. Doesn't mean it can't happen. That's just current as of right now. But the good news is if there's one that you see that's sold out, just sign up for their emails and keep an eye out for, restocks, and hopefully you'll be able to snag something if you're waiting on it later. They do also have some accessories too. I've unboxed some of those on my channel before that are also really travel friendly. So I'll have those videos linked below too. Hopefully there's, all kinds of helpful info down there that along with this video will help you decide if this is a shop you want to check out if you haven't already, or if you're just regularly checking back to see, ooh, what new additions do they have? Because I do try to pick them up relatively regularly, not just for you guys, but because I just love collecting these so much and working on them too. So I'm gonna let you go. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I would love to have you here, and let me know what you think. Did you pick up either of these editions or any other new releases that have caught your eye? Or are you just going to be enjoying watching others working on these just sort of vicariously? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.